Hello and very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to Crafters TV. I'm sure they're doing this to me today to stitch me up if you're all watching the earlier show when I threw to a video which wasn't there. But listen, my name's Ben Mosby, ever the professional. And I'm delighted to be back for another 2 hours. And it's Creative Cravings here. If you are craving something creative in your life, then this show is for you. Lots of great demos for you on some amazing products as well. We've got actually one of my favourite collections coming up a little bit later on. Plenty to get your teeth into. Shop ahead on the web. And it isn't just me on the show for the next couple of hours. A lady who I feel like I've not seen in ages.
I know.
She's the lady I call the Demo Queen.
Hello.
It's Fiona.
Hello, hello, hello. It's lovely to see you again, Ben, and it's lovely to see everybody there as well. It feels like I've not been up for ages.
Yeah.
I know.
Where you been? What's been going on?
What a shock. Do you know, I had a sneaky holiday before the latest closed down, actually. I got away for 3 days in the UK, and actually it was fabulous. We did a lot of walking on deserted beaches, which can't be bad. Despite the howling gale and the horizontal rain, it was perfect.
That's it. You know, if you were thinking to yourself, oh, gorgeous beach, but it's lovely. The beach is here currently, you know, in the UK, yeah. Howling rain, waves lashing, knocking you backwards as you're trying to walk along the beach.
Bracing's the word.
Yeah, that is
bracing.
The word. Yeah, bracing, definitely the word. Well, Fiona is here for the next couple of hours with some amazing demos coming up on an amazing range of products for you, including these amazing layerable, cuttable sentiment dies. These are so cute, and again on a great price for you today as well. They're coming up a little bit later on as well, with a little added extra too. As well as that, we have got the spinners. Now, I absolutely love these. They're going to be coming up a little bit later on. The Gemini spinner character collection. Quickly whiz through these boards for you, but they are so sweet, so cute. You've got all of these little characters that you've got the ability to pop into your card, and then, well, with a little bit of magic, you can make them twirl and spin around, and it's all very cute. Now, you can see the details of the collection on your screen there. These are available individually for you as well as we flash these up. So $7.99 or $9.95 individually if you want to go for the twirling butterfly, or it's any two for £13 or $16. There's a little bee, and as you can see, the little shape that you get, the little aperture, works with the bee because it's a little honeycomb. So it's clever. You think we throw these things together, but you know, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. There's a beautiful twirling bird as well. Love the fact with this as well, you get the stamps, you get the dies to cut out the shapes, and with the little bird, he's got the letter, look, the little hearts as well. It's so cute, and wait till you see these in action. Now, if you wanted a twirling cat, well, you've got it. And guess what? The twirling cat comes with a fish bowl, so you can make it look like the twirling cat is looking into the fish bowl to get the little fish, which you also get the dies and stamps for as well. They all come as well with our own little sentiments too, which is great. I love these because the cat says, the dog did it. And when I see a dog in a minute who said, the cat did it, but they're just brilliant. This is the bunny, the twirling bunny. I like this. It reminds me of like almost sort of comic book-esque, isn't it?
Yes.
The little die that you get, that little flash, the little wow, kapow. You get that in there as well. There's a little bunny. He comes with little bows and all sorts there as well. All your stamps, all the dies that you need to be able to work with these. Then we get, here he is, the dog who's in the doghouse. And as I told you, he says, the cat did it. But again, you get all the dies to cut out all of the little characters, and then the little aperture here, which is going to allow your dog to do a little twirly twirl. And again, if you're wondering how this all works, do not worry. All will be shown a little bit later on. This is so cute, and straight away you're probably thinking this would be a great little character to have for a new baby card. Perhaps it is our beautiful little elephant who comes complete with a balloon. Details at the bottom of your screen for all of these individually. And don't forget, only two for 13 or 16. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute, this is a cute character collection, but where's the unicorn? There's the unicorn, which I absolutely love. Unicorn comes again with little rainbows. You've got your little sort of, what you call like a pennant there as well. Yes, I always struggle with that word. Pennant is the word. And that again is available individually should you want to go for it. However, all of those for £50 or $60, and you also get thrown in for good measure your low tack tape as well. So 3 rolls of that included too. So get that one in your life. You're going to absolutely love it. Also on the show, we have got the Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend brushes. 24 complete collection for you here, which I know Fiona will be looking at in detail a little bit later on, but you're going to get all of these colours, all of these blends available here. Look at the price, amazing, $71.99 or $107.95 for this collection. The complete brush collection from the Tri-Blends. Again, if you want to ask questions about these, want to see any particular blends, you can get these in. What I find is when we have Fiona in the house, she's very good at kind of taking requests. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We do these shows, someone will go, oh, Fiona, could you please just do this? And Fiona does it. You know, could you please just show us this? And Fiona does it. So she's very good like that. Very good. So if you've got any particular requests, I mean, not like, you know, song and dance routines, crafty requests. Oh, hang on a minute.
I can do the hands. I can do the jazz hands, but that's about all. Jazz hands, that's it.
So do get those questions in. Now, just want to quickly touch on this paper pad as well, which is so lovely. Your Everyday Brights in your matte cardstock. Again, take a look at this. 24 sheets of double-sided, beautiful matte cardstock in a whole rainbow of colours. Now, I'm kind of showing you these individually because we're kind of building up to a brilliant deal for you here. But if you want to go for this, it's 50 sheets of all the colours that you would need. Take a look, taking you right throughout the seasons, right throughout the years, and literally pretty much every colour that you would need right there. 50 sheets of your papers, 180 GSM, $19.99 or $24.95 if you want to go for that individually. However, we also have on the show the Gemini Expressions, the family metal die. Now, basically with these, you can get them all individually. I'll show you the boards at this point. Might be a good idea. So any three of these for £19 or $23. And what I love about these is you get all of the separate components of your die cut, but then you've got the ability to build it up onto its own little layer to help this really stand out in the crowd. So you've got with these family, remember individually $7.99, or you can go three for £19 or $23. Next up, it's your birthday, and again you can see how it all builds up perfectly onto the little pre-cut layer that you get the die for, of course. Build it up with your heart, with your little crown as well, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, you can use these components individually should you want to, and maybe this is the third one to make up your three for 19 or 23. This is a day to remember. Again, literally something I think for every occasion here. Love the build up of all of the flowers there as well, all of the foliage. And again, if you want to, you can then build it up onto the layer to create this really, really beautiful focal point for your card. Now, also, we have got Let's Party! Again, look at this. This is just brilliant. Love the font of the party. You've got the party hat, which you've got all the different components for that you can build up. Of course, if you've got our paper pad there as well, building up using all of the different colours with the balloons, with the hearts, absolutely stunning. Next within the collection, you have got You Make My Heart Happy. Oh, and as you would expect here, a build up of lots of different hearts. Then you've got all of, I love the fact here as well, we've got kind of different fonts here. Well, not different fonts, you've got the smaller and then the capitals as well, making this really stand out as a whole piece. Looks amazing. Then we've got Hip Hip Hooray! Again, this is stars, this is Prosecco glasses, this is bubbles, this is fun, this is celebrations. Once again, piecing all of the different bits of your dice together to create this really beautiful finished piece. Next up, thanks a bunch. Maybe you just want to say thanks to somebody, wish somebody thank you for something that they've done for you recently. And again, you can see great play on words there because you've got the beautiful flowers which you build up to complete this wonderful layered background. All of these, remember, $7.99 individually or three for £19 or $23. This one is just for you. Here's a present look, and you've got all the ribbons, all of the bows, all the little hearts there as well, and the just for you, again, which you can build up to create this really beautiful focal point. And then last but by no means least, Home is where the heart is. Again, the background of the beautiful home that you can build up. You've got the little roof there with the chimney, the little flowers for the front of the house with the hearts as well. And you can see again how it works absolutely beautifully to build up the final piece. Now, if you're looking at all of those and you're thinking to yourself, well, hang on a minute, I like more than 3 of those, so I can't get the deal where I get, maybe 4 or 5 of them and get a great deal. Well, actually, you can, because if you love all of those, you can get all of the layerable cuttable sentiment dies with the 12 by 12 paper pad, which I showed you a few moments ago, for an unbelievable price of £60 or $75. Platinum members, that's £48 or $60. Phenomenal value for money, and of course you've got all of the paper, all the cardstock there as well to get working with this. So right away you can get creating. As I've said, if you want to go individually, you can. If you want to go for 3 for 19 or 23, you can. But the main value for money, of course, is in the collection, £60 or $75. Any questions, as I said, that you want to fire Fiona's way, get in touch. Anything you want to say, if you just want to say hello, you can do. Betsy says, good morning from Houston, Texas, ready for round 2. Beth says, a big hello from upstate New York. Clarice says, hi from South Carolina. Lily J is back for more fun. Hannah says, hello Fiona and Ben, Crafters TV and fellow crafters. And Kathy Fox says, good morning everyone from Phoenix, Arizona. Linda says, hi Ben and Fiona, I'm home here in Minnesota recovering from knee replacement surgery and thoroughly enjoying your shows. Fiona, you are one of my faves.
Oh,
well, it's almost as if we knew, you see, Linda.
Thank you.
Needed someone to cheer you up, and here she is. Now, literally, I call her the demo queen because she gets through about 1 million demos. Well, not 1 million, but lots in the course of 2 hours. So I will stop with the blabbering now. You get in touch and get your questions in and your requests, and we'll start off, Fiona. Where are we going to start?
Okay, and I thought where we're going to start is right here. Take a look at this. This is A Home is Where the Heart Is. It makes a great little new home card, but I'm thinking that sentiment would work for Christmas. Stamp Merry Christmas inside. Do that in Christmassy colours. Maybe put some candy canes on it and some little icicles on it. It would make a perfect little gingerbread, wouldn't it? What I'm going to do now, this is a card base, which you may already have in the US, we may not have them in the UK. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little template on my Facebook page. So if you want to do this, you can. We also have a pentagon stitch die on our website, which would work brilliantly to make your little house. But anyway, this is what we're going to be making, and I'm going to use that gorgeous pad. What I love about that pad is it's so bright.
Yeah.
It is even brighter than me. I know you wouldn't think it's possible, but it certainly is.
It's on a par.
So here we go. So this is Your Home is Where the Heart Is, that you can see right here. And these are all the bits that you get in it. You don't get my hair, that comes as extra. But you've got your little mat there. You've got your ridge line with your chimney. You've got the big home, and you've got Is Where the Heart Is. So you can see what you can do with these is you can mix and match. If you're going for that big collection, you can mix and match the words, you could mix and match the little additional dies like the balloons and the hearts and bits and pieces. It gives you a lovely collection to play with. It really, really does. But we are going to use The Home is Where the Heart Is. So I will just pop that to one side and we will get going. Now, nearly all, I'm saying nearly all, of these will fit through your Gemini Mini.
Okay.
The only one I've found which doesn't is the mat for the happy birthday, but everything else will.
Good news.
So if you've got any die cutting machine out there, if you've got the Mini, the Midi, the Junior, whatever it is, you will be able to use these, or of course any other brand, because these are thin metal dies. They're going to work in any machine out there. Now when you're using the Mini, the only thing you need to remember is trim off your excess bit of cardstock, because it's a folder which does the card, and then we'll pop that down there, and then we'll just bring in our Mini. I love the portability of this thing, and we will just turn it round because I'm not left-handed, and we will wind it through.
Mention the MIDI, by the way. Don't forget that's launching, isn't it? Here in the UK on Saturday. Craft House.
Wow!
There it is.
Wow!
There it is.
I know. I was having a sneaky peek. So look, here you go. That is your house shape.
Yep.
You can see we've got there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to cut our other little words as well. So we have got a little bit of white card here, and I'm going to pop on the home is where the heart is. That can all come out of here. So again, I'm just using a tiny bit of low tack tape just to hold these dies in place as I do it. I like the fact that the is where the heart is all one die, so you're not chasing around trying to find them. You can cut them all in one go, which is great. So let's just pop those on there. The reason I'm using tape is the pressure in the mini and the MIDI. The reason they're Geminis is because they have fantastic pressure. So what you don't want is you don't want your die slipping and using the pressure of the machine to cut one die into another. Oh yeah, which I've done before, and it's not fun. It's not fun, so don't do it. Here we go. So that is going to go through just there. And then when I pop this out, look at this. So there you've got the home. You can see this is beautifully cut. So if I bring this in, there's the home. Can you see how well that fits? Yeah. Brilliant, isn't it? And then if you can see here, I've got that is where the heart is right there, and that is going to fall onto there. Now, I'm not going to worry about, she says. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about sticking these on because I've actually got some which I've just run through my sticker maker machine. So I'm going to show you this is cut perfectly. But I have got a set which I've just run through my sticker maker. But look, can you see? Yeah. You've got all of those letters right there, and they've all come out perfectly. If I had my little brush, I'd have just brushed it over and they would have all come out. There we go. And there's that little S. Come here, you little thing.
Go on, get out of
there.
There
we go.
There you go.
There we
Perfect.
go. So let's move this out the way, because we all know I need a lot of room to work in, because I can make a mess in this. I think it was my mum used to say I could make a mess in an empty room. And it's absolutely true. I absolutely could. But before I get rid of these, I just want to show you something. Look at this. I have got, as well as my dies, I have got the perfect stencil. I could cut that out, matte and layer it, use it as a sentiment in its own right. Yeah. Or I could stencil through it if I wanted to get the lettering. So much versatility.
Never any
with
waste,
these.
is there, you see?
Never, never, never. Right. Okay, let me move these out the way. Look at me being, you can tell I've had a holiday, can't you?
But having said that, we're only 20 minutes in. There's a long way to go yet for you to make a mess.
There really is. There really, really is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this card shape on my Facebook page.
Oh yes, okay.
Wait one, I've just got to run over to the corner.
Whilst you're running over, we had a lot of this today, haven't we? I kind of feel like maybe I was supposed to do a bit more setting up than I have been. Craig, 3 times today, had to leave the set. I let him down because I was supposed to plug in his eye and I was supposed to get his Gemini ready, and there was something else I was supposed to do which I didn't do. But what was that to do with? Oh yeah, getting the foil press ready as well. So apologies, Fiona, if that was on my list.
No, you're fine. It was me. I wasn't paying attention. So all I'm going to do is I've cut out, as you can see, 2 house shapes, which is just a pentagon with a foot. And then, I'm just going to score myself, because that is going to be my fold for my card. That's going to be the back of my card. Yeah. So then, now I've got to move to put it somewhere. That'll do. That'll do. So that's going to be the back of my card, and I'm going to glue the front of the card on just there. I'm using one of our tape runners. You could use a wet glue if you wanted to. It is entirely up to you.
You just Fiona Clayton on
Fiona Clayton Crafter's Companion. Okay. You will find me on there, which is fine. So there we've got that, and then I've got, now look at that green. Yeah. That's the green from the pad. Doesn't that work really well? So again, I'm just going to go round with my tape runner just for speed. So what are people up to today? Has anybody said what they're doing today?
Well, we got lots of people. Do you know what? Lots of people admiring your necklace again. I always
bless.
I'm sure you've worn that before.
I think I have. I've got two which are very similar.
Yeah.
But this one is a company called One Button, who are very sweet.
Okay.
It's very lovely.
And it's buttons, isn't it? Or is it?
It's called, the company's called One Button, but the things are just they're just pretty and bright and cheerful.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Producer Erin says they look like macaroons.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Buttons, but macaroons buttons. You can always guarantee that whatever Fiona wears will be bright and will be cheerful.
It will be bright. Yes. You wait till you see the top I've got for tomorrow. My word, is that bright.
Oh,
So
I feel like I ought to up the ante a little bit, really, because we've got 2 shows tomorrow. If I'd have known, you're going to be so bright, I would have brought. I don't know if I've got any particularly. Well, I've got Hawaiian shirts, but I don't think a Hawaiian shirt in the middle of November would be.
Well, I don't know. It's probably nice and sunny somewhere, isn't it?
But not here.
So, look, this is the little house part with the chimney.
Yeah.
So you can see that is going to go just there. I love the design on this. I think it's such a clever idea.
Yeah.
So there's my house ridge. Isn't it such a good idea? And then we've got the home. So again, we've got the home. Now, what I would say to you is take your time with the is where the heart is. Now, because I knew that was going to take me a little time to do, unsurprisingly, I've got one which is already done. So here we go. So now the other thing to do is, if you're not sure where to put stuff, have a look at the picture on the front of the packaging, because that always gives you a serving suggestion. To be honest, once you've done it once or twice, you'll get it, because you'll see that home fits really easily across there.
Exactly.
And
you've got the H goes, can't you?
That's it, absolutely. And then we're going to put a little heart on the apex of the roof, just there. Isn't that gorgeous? And then that is the one which I've done, and I've put the is where the heart is, and I've just got a little. Now that bless his house is from a stamp set I had at home, so it's fine.
I want to say as well that on one of the collections we do, because it was either Laura or Erin was saying, like earlier on, you could like have little turn it into a little gingerbread house.
Yes,
we do a little gingerbread man's in one of the collections.
We do,
definite, don't we?
We absolutely do, and I think that would just look so good, wouldn't it? It really would. Now the other thing which is really good with this is if you go for our small foam pads, there's some lovely little round ones in there, which so they're not all square, some of them are round, which it just means that for small items like the Bless This House or the stars, you don't have to always use the square ones. It just gives it a wee bit more stability.
Tell you what, everyone's coming in now, letting us know what they're doing today. Who's doing the most interesting thing? That's what I want to know today. All right. Serenity says, Fiona.
Yes.
I've been cleaning today.
Wow. Big up to you, Serenity. That's not my favourite chore.
No. Sam says, I'm sat chilling, watching you and Fiona on my big TV. On the big telly. Yeah. Oh, she finished. That was quick. Okay, you read messages, because I was just going to grab some more samples to go through to show people some bits. Yeah, absolutely. I was just going to say, big TV. I don't know if I was saying to you guys, actually, I still had one of those TVs with the massive back on it up until about 2 weeks ago, but I finally come into the 21st century and bought myself a smart TV recently. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Thank you. Katie says, I'm making 5 precious memory albums today. And Susan says, I have the day off due to the Veterans Day holiday, so I'm organising my crafty space and crafting with my CC Top Fans friends later this afternoon. Yeah, there's loads of groups. I think what I love about Crafters TV is that loads of you kind of make friends with each other and then have little crafting groups as well, which I think is absolutely brilliant.
That's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, especially now, look, so there's that little home is where the heart is. But if you're going for the complete collection, look at these. I love that as well. Isn't that gorgeous? Make it into a little jar with you make my heart happy, or maybe a tag for a birthday present. It's your birthday. Yay. Or if you want to go full on colour, how amazing does that look? I mean, isn't that gorgeous? You can see the crowns and the balloons, as well as that. You're getting all of that. Here's another version of Home is Where the Heart Is. Cute. Really lovely, isn't it? Or perhaps I picked up a lot. I'm going to try a different one. Here we go. Hip hip hooray.
Ah, yes.
And that comes with the little champagne glasses. And you doesn't have to be hip hip hooray. You could just have the hooray on its own. You could have hip hooray if you don't do hip hip. That's fine.
Or you could just have hip if you're feeling quite trendy.
Or you can have hip hip hip. It's entirely up to you.
You can have
I'm
many
being
different
silly
versions
now.
of hip hooray, and however you wanted to do it, really. I mean, there is full license to use all of those in which way you want. Now, this collection, I know you're absolutely loving. It's brilliant, isn't it? You get all of those elements. All of the paper, of course, the 12 by 12 paper pad comes with it as well, and we'll come back onto that a little bit later on with some more demos for you as well. Also proving very popular is the Tri-Blend Brush Complete Collection, a 24-piece set this, and it gives you all of these colours. The Tri-Blends I know Fiona is a huge fan of. This is the Tri-Blend Brush Complete Collection, and of course with this, if you are someone who is into your colouring or wants to get into colouring and you want to be able to blend seamlessly, these pens really are off the chart for the fact that you get the 3-in-1 with each of the pens, don't you? You get the different blend of the colours, as you can see, to create stunning colour each and every time. Amazing blendability with these, honestly. If you've not seen them before, we will show you in just a little while. $71.99 or $107.95. Platinum members, $57.59 or $86.36. And honestly, they are amazing. Now, when you have these pens, as you can see, just to show you inside here, you obviously, you get a lot. There's 24 in there, and you maybe don't necessarily just want to keep them all in the box. You want to have them to hand a little bit easier than there. Well, we have the solution for you because we have the Sarah Buddy bag for you. And these bags from Totally Tiffany, always very, very popular indeed. And this, no different at all, for the fact that you have got the see-through ability, if that's a word. You can see through and see all of the pens in here, so you're not having to kind of like open boxes, see which pen is where. You can see quite clearly all of the different colours of pens that you've got in there, so you can group these in different shades and different colours should you want to. You've got that hook and mesh system as well, so everything is nice and safe in there, and as I say, once it is open, they all layer out absolutely beautifully for you. You've got your little plastic covering inside there as well, so they're not going to get knocked about. Handy little handle on top there as well, so if you are transporting them around when we can get back to visiting friends and family as well, you've got the ability to do that, no problem. $5.99 or $7.99, definitely if you're going for any of the pens today, that is a must-have to keep them nice and safe and keep them nice and organised as well. And again, we'll chat more about this to Fiona in just a few moments' time, but the Nina cardstock, always very, very popular, a great companion. Do you know what? If you're looking for the pens today, go for the pens, go for the buddy bag and grab this as well, because quite often it goes very, very quickly indeed. This is the Nina Solar White card, 16 sheets of that A4 size, $3.99. However, if you love it and you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I know how quickly this sells out when we get it back in stock, go for the any 3 for 10 or 14 deal, which is available on that. But we are going to chat more about the Tri-Blends, the complete collection. And actually, I'm kind of pleased that we've got Fiona here because I know how much she loves these pens. This is the Tri-Blend Brush Complete Collection, 24 of these. And let's just roll it back a little bit, Fiona, and chat about these for people who haven't seen these before and they're thinking 3-in-1 brush pen, what's going on? What are these all about? Yeah,
I mean, the lovely thing about these is if you are new to colouring, now I've got mine in my Sarah Buddy bag. Now look, there you go. I've got all of my pens. So when you pick out one colour, so if I picked out, so I've picked out the light green blend, and what you can see immediately on the pen, it has light, mid and dark.
Yeah.
So that means when I'm new to colouring, it means it gives me my first colour that I put down, which is my light, my dark colour, which I put down, and then my mid colour, which blends it all together. The lovely thing about these particular Tri-Blends is that you've got a brush nib. Now that is a Japanese brush nib. That means all of your strokes, your fine strokes that you want to do, you absolutely can. So, you know, quick graphs, there you go. So there we go.
Super easy. Or just a different technique?
They just give you a different option. The bullet nib is great for colouring. This brush nib is great for things like hair. It's great for things, as you can see, for grass. But it's also fantastic for layering colour. By which I mean you've got an ink in there which is translucent, so you can layer colour. And I'll do a bit of that when we come to a proper demo. But I just wanted you to see how fabulous these brushes are right from the get-go.
Yeah. Absolutely, and like Fiona says, the fact that you've got the 3 different hues of colour within each one allows you to blend seamlessly. So if you are someone who marvels at other people's colouring and thinking, how can I get that blend? How can I get that real great colour? The tri-blends are amazing, and these are the ones with that Japanese brush nib on them. All 24 you get for $71.99 or $107.95. Remember, it's a 24-piece set, but the fact really is you get 3 colours within each pen, don't you? So that's 72. Is that right?
It is.
72.
It is. 72
colours.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you. Great maths there by me.
Okay. Right. So we're going to stamp. Now this is a stamp called Pause for Thought.
Yes.
It is a beautiful, beautiful little dog. Now these stamps are made in the UK. They are photopolymer. And they're fabulous. If you've not seen them before, go and have a look on our website. It's a great little range, and this dog is just adorable. The only thing you need to remember when you're colouring with your alcohol pens is use one of our finesse ink pads, which has got the pen on the front, and it says alcohol proof.
So it's alcohol with alcohol, isn't it?
Yeah, no. This is a water-based one.
Oh, okay.
So you use a water-based ink pad. With your alcohol pens, and an alcohol-based ink pad with your water pens.
Yes.
So it's opposites attract. But you don't have to remember that. All you have to remember is pick up the one which says alcohol proof.
Yeah.
Because that will give you your clue. So then if we just stamp him down, I've got his tail going off the end, but you'll forgive me. There we go. I mean, just
cute.
Adorable, isn't it? Just lovely. Now, the other thing, if you are brand new to colouring, I'm going to assume you are. So, brand new to colouring, the other thing you need to remember to do when you're colouring is colour on a piece of cardstock, because we want the pen to go through, generally. So you protect your surface underneath, and it also stops it going back into your cardstock. So I have picked up a tan blend. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start flicking down some colour. This is the easiest dog in the world to colour, by the way.
You flick when you use the pen as well, don't you?
That's it. So hold the pen quite upright.
Yeah.
And just flick. The more upright you hold it, the finer the flick will be. But these are a great pen to practice this technique with. Fantastic. And I mean, they are super easy to use. If you've got any of our other tri-blends, you can mix and match between the two.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Let's start putting some colour in this. So
you've gone light. Now which one are you using now? The dark?
This is a dark, yeah. So I'm just going in where his colour will be darker. So you can see how quickly you can build this up. I mean, he's such an adorable little face as well, isn't he? He's just gorgeous.
He is very cute. And like you said, I think you said this in the past, actually, if you are quite new to it, just stamp something out and have a go, because the worst thing that can happen is it doesn't quite turn out how you wanted it to turn out, and you just start all over again.
The nice thing about working with alcohol pens is, I always say, even if you're not sure about it, go away, have a cup of tea, come back and have a look. And do you know why I do that? Because when I was first learning to colour, I couldn't get it right. And I remember I'd been colouring this image for ages, and it really wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Not with Crafter's Companion pens, I have to say. It was a different company I had. And it just wasn't anywhere near where I wanted it to be. So I went to bed in disgust, as you do. And I woke up the next morning and it was on top of the bin, because I'd actually thrown it away. And I had another look at it and I went, actually, now all that ink's evaporated. It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, so it turned into a card, went on my craft stall, got sold. So I thought, well, somebody else obviously thought so too. So there we go.
I think you can be your own worst critic at times as well, can't you?
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people, Craig was saying that earlier on, that sometimes he can be quite self-critical about, what he does. But I think you're onto a bit of a winner with these anyway, aren't you? Because if you are wanting to get that perfect blend, and like you were saying, like skin and fur notoriously difficult to colour, aren't they?
They really are, and the lovely thing about these pens is you can layer them up as well. So if you go down and you go, oh, actually I wanted that a bit darker,
You can just go back.
You can just go back in and you can layer that colour in, because it's the lightest flick that you're doing. Isn't he just gorgeous?
Is he a Shih Tzu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go, a little bit on his ear.
Very cute.
But I mean, it's just super, super easy to do, this little fella. Really gorgeous.
Just whilst you're colouring, lots of people getting in touch. What are you up to today? That's what we want to know. Who's doing the most exciting thing? We've had lots of people cleaning and sorting. Betsy says, I'm working and watching. Leslie, I'm making my son's birthday card and have nearly finished my first memory book. Amazing.
Oh, fantastic.
By the way, if you have got any finished projects you want to show us, then we'd love to see them. This is my favourite one so far. Cheryl on Facebook says, I'm delivering potato chips all around Buffalo, New York, and listening to you both on my earbuds.
Oh, brilliant.
Love that. Love the fact you're delivering the potato chips crisps, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's not fries. They're something different.
Fries?
Yeah, they're not.
Fries are chips, aren't they?
Yeah.
But not. Fries, yeah. Let's not start
not
this again.
Our fries,
you had this one last time, getting confused with all our different words. And just a few people chatting about these, the brush nib tri-blends as well, saying how great they are. Leslie particularly saying brush nib tri-blends are amazing. And Pam on YouTube, who was on the Craft House very recently, says, these pens are lovely to use. I coloured the 3 poppies from the Colour Me Happy download last Friday.
Oh, perfect.
So there you go. Yeah, Colour Me Happy coming again on Friday afternoon, isn't it? 4 o'clock. We always have a free download with that as well. So that is a great show to tune into if you want to practice your colouring and get some hints and tips as well. Are you on that this Friday?
I Colour Me?
No.
What day is it today, Ben?
Oh, don't ask. It's Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday? No, I'm here tomorrow. That's Thursday. Do you know, I was trying to figure out what day of the week it was when I was driving up in the car and failing. Is that
because you had holiday?
Yeah. I can't do days, I've decided. Can't do days of the week anymore. It's too tricky. But look, here we go. So I think it could be Sarah, in fact, on Colour Me Happy this week.
Sarah and Joe.
There we go.
On Friday, yes.
So look, I mean, how adorable is that little chap? That is just so cute. And I've only used 2 pens. And you've got all that depth and dimension and shade. It's so easy to do. Love them. Absolutely love them. And they will work with your other tri-blends. Your other tri-blends are a bullet nib. Yeah. But we'll have a look at those more closely as well. Because I think is there an opportunity to get the whole of the tri-blend alcohol pen, or have I got that wrong? I might have got that wrong. We've got the bullet nib ones. We've got the essentials, and we've got the deeps available individually. And then we've also got, if you want to go for smaller collections, we've got the 3 pen sets as well. So if you want to go for the brush all-in-one collection, the brush blend, those are the ones that we've just been working with there. Okay, so that is the complete collection with these colours available for you. So again, 3 different pens, three blends within each one pen, if you see what I mean. So 24 pens, but actually 72 different colours really. And these are all of the colours that you will be able to get with this collection. All those different blends, and you can see how easy it is to use with the brush nib. So that's the 24-piece set. We do have as well, like Fiona's saying, the bullet nibs. So we've got the essentials and we've got the deep blends as well. So yes, you've got your essentials. Again, these are the ones with the bullet nib. Okay, so $71.99 or $107.95. Again, with the same colours that we saw earlier. And then if you want to go for the deep blend, we've got those as well. Again, all $71.99 or $107.95. I suppose it just depends whether you want to go for the brush nib or whether you want to go for the bullet nib. But actually, you know, they work beautifully together, and also whichever you go for, you're going to be able to achieve that amazing blend with those tri-blend pens. Right,
We are going to have a look. I'm very excited to have a look at this next set because I absolutely love these. I think I've got these the wrong way around. If you're going to do, okay, we'll start with the unicorn. We'll go back to front this time. So these are brilliant. We're going to have a look at these with Fiona in just a few moments' time. If you love cards with a bit of motion, with a little bit about them, then you can absolutely do that with this collection. Again, you know, as a standalone collection, these are absolutely brilliant. But you get with each one a little character, the stamps and dies for each character, and then you also get the ability to cut out the aperture, where your little unicorn in this case will do his or her spinning. So this little unicorn comes with that little pen and aperture die. Have a wonderful day, or have a magical time. Again, the stamps, you can kind of combine your own sentences with those depending on what the occasion is, but that is so cute. So these are all available individually, as we said, or only two for £13 or $17. Next up is this elephant, and again the sentiments here: celebrations, big thanks, hugs, surprises, and a great little set, I think, for new babies potentially. The little elephant comes with his own balloon, which is really cute. We're loving our dogs on the show today as well. I really love the dogs and cats in this collection, as I say, because they play off on each other. The cat did it, says the dog. The dog comes with his little own mini dog house and then a little bone. And of course, you've got the big house to be able to put your spinning dog in the dog house, as it were. Then we've got the cute little bunny. Really love this die shape there as well, as I say, quite comic book-esque, that one. But he comes with the little bows and the little flowers as well. Hip hop hooray! This bunny loves you, which is rather cute. So you get all the stamps and the corresponding dies as well. Individually, as I say, $7.99, any two for 13 or 16. There's the twirling cat. And what I love with this again is it's not just your normal sort of shape. It's not just a circle, it's not just a square. Here, it's a goldfish bowl for the cat, which I just think is super, super fun. And when you see how you're able to achieve the spinning of these, is brilliant. You get the little fish as well to go in the in the goldfish bowl. The dog did it, says the cat. Looking perfect, looking pawsome or feline perfect, you could have. So all the stamps and the dies as well. Brilliant, love it. Then we've got our little birdie. The birdie comes with the heart die, and again all of the little stamps and dies which working compatible together, sending joy, good thoughts, hope and love. And then we got the bee. Bee's proving popular. Actually, we can ask Fiona as well, just whilst I'm showing you these, because somebody asked a little bit earlier on, can somebody please confirm the size of the spinning bee? So hopefully we'll be able to do that in just a little while. This again, be happy, be brave, be amazing, be you. And then you get the little honeycomb there as well, don't you, shape for the bee to go in. And then we get the beautiful butterfly as well. Hello, beautiful friend, dream big are the sentiments that you get there. Beautiful little butterfly with the flowers included as well. Wait till you see how great it is to pop these together. Now, not only all of those you get within the collection, but we also chuck in for you your tape as well, which is going to come in very handy. 3 rolls of your low-tack tape, saving over 25%, bringing the price down to £50 or $60. That's actually $40 or $48 if you are in the States as well, if you're platinum. So a really good afternoon to get your hands on these. Again, as I said, if you want to go for them individually, you can, or if you just want to pick a couple, you've got the multi-buy deal on those as well. So let us get over to Fiona. I think just whilst I've been chatting there, she's been measuring a bee. There's a sentence I thought I'd say.
Yeah, I have measured the bee.
Yep.
Now this is the size of the bee, and to cut the bee out, you'd need a 1 3/4 inch square.
Right.
So you'd need 1 3/4 inches, 2 inches to be on the safe side. You can't see that there. Let me just pop that. There we go. Oh no. Oh. No. Right. There is a way I can do this. There's the little bee.
There you go.
There's the little bee. Right, that bee, for me personally, I would cut a 2 inch by 2 inch piece of card to actually stamp him out. Do you know what? I'll make you be able to see him. Okay. And the way I'll do there is a way of doing that. There we go. Whoa. There we go. Can you see him now? Yeah, yes. You can see him now. So that is about a 2 inch square you'd need for that bee. there you go. I hope that answers that lovely person's question.
There we go. It was Karen who was asking.
Was
that.
it Karen?
Yes.
Well, Karen, I hope that's answered your question.
Excellent. And that just goes to show, as I say, that, you know, if you ask any questions, anything you want to see in particular, Fiona will mostly be able to help you out, I think.
Mostly.
So we're going to have a look at the spinner. Are we looking at the unicorn?
We are looking at the unicorn. Look at this. I love this. Do you know this? I like cards with movement. I just think,
I'm the same.
Look, and I mean, look, I'm looking at this, and yes, I know it's a unicorn, but I'm thinking, cut a bigger aperture.
Yeah.
Cut several of these.
Yeah.
Put them at different heights.
Carousel.
Carousel.
Love that
Carousel.
idea. A unicorn carousel.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
And who would not want to ride on that?
Do you know, we've got to do that at some point. I'm not doing it today, but we've got to do it at some point.
Are you sure you don't want to do it today?
Look at that. Isn't that fabulous? Yeah, a unicorn carousel. That's the card we want to see. That's a test for anybody who gets them home. But they're absolutely gorgeous. Right, okay, we're going to pop this down here. So you can see on the front of the card, it gives you an idea. So that's really handy to have in the first place. You get in the packet, you'll get your aperture die, your die to cut out your unicorn, and any other accessories. So for example, in this one, I've got the rainbow.
Rainbow, yeah.
So then you're also going to get your stamps, which for this one, you get a back and front of the unicorn. So when you sandwich them together, they're going to look fantastic. You've also got your rainbow. You've got to have a wonderful or have a magical day or a magical time, up to you. But look at this. Every packet has a little booklet in it. And each little booklet gives you step-by-step instructions about how you make these, how you make them twirl, how you put them together in 8 easy steps. And we do it in English, we do it in French, it's in Spanish, and I'm guessing that's German. So, do you know, a multilingual little booklet, so that you don't even have to remember. You're going to have that with every single set that you get, which is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, learn a new language whilst you're there as well.
Learn a new language, absolutely. It was a bit like when the first time I heard the German for stamp is Stempel, I think. Stempel. Stempel. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend that I can do the accent. Right.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
No, not at all.
Oh.
I can say eine Tasse Kaffee mit Sahne, danke.
Yeah.
Which means cup of white coffee, coffee with cream. That's all I need to know in German, then I'm good.
I did German A level, and I French A level I did, and I think my French is I get by in France with my French, but German I did A level. I got a C at A level, and I barely remember any of it. One thing I do remember is the town hall is Das Rathaus. I don't know what.
Is it really?
Yeah, Das Rathaus.
Gosh.
And I can say Guten Morgen. Ich heiße Ben. Ich bin 40 Jahre alt.
Good.
I'm
glad you can say that. That's fabulous.
I think I'm trying to say I'm 41.
Ah, there you go.
Und ich wohne in einem kleinen Stadt.
Yes, indeed. Anyway,
Everyone impressed by my German there.
Moving on. Now, brand new stamps out of the packet, as you can see. Let me just give you a tip. When you are using stamps straight out of the packet, such as this, particularly with acrylic stamps, you can wash them. Some people wash them just initially, but what you can also do is, if you give them a little coat of a sticky ink, so I'm using our translucent ink pad, there we go, just a little coat, it's like a primer coat if you like, only the first time you use them, just to get a nice clear crisp image, and you will find that the image that you get is clearer. I mean, it's just one of those things which happens when you've got new stamps. But after they're broken in, when you've used them a lot of times, you're going to find you don't need to do that. Now look at that, perfect. Can you see? Straight out of the packet as well. So we're just going to pop those over there. Now, one of the lovely things to colour these with is your alcohol pens, and it is entirely up to you which ones you use. So for example, You could use your tri-blend bullet nibs.
Oh yeah.
And just go in, because you've got that nice bullet nib in there, so you can see why you're doing the reverse at the same time. So you've got that one, or maybe you're going to go for your pink. I've got a very pretty unicorn going on here.
Can I just say as well, by the way, you also are going to be doing a unicorn carousel, because we're getting a lot of people saying, love the carousel idea. Yes, do the carousel. You've got to do the carousel. Fiona, do a carousel and post it on your Facebook page. We love all of that.
Do you? I'll tell you what, when I get home, because I'm back up again on Monday, but when I get back in and I get a few minutes in my craft room, I'll see what I can do. How's that? That's the best I can offer.
All right.
But look, you can use these brush pens as well. Look at this. Oh,
quickly moved away from that.
Yeah.
I love that. Very well handled there, Fiona. We'll see what we can do. Move on to something else quickly.
Move on to something. Do you know, I'll tell you what, it's sad but true. My craft room had got in a bit of a muddle.
Oh, why?
Just because we've had so many new things coming out recently, and I haven't had chance to put them away. Well, I swear I couldn't even get in the door. It was that bad.
No.
I had to spend a whole day just sorting it into embossing folders, paper pads, stamps and dies. So I've now got 4 great big boxes at home, which when I go home this weekend, I've actually got to sort and catalogue and get put away, so I know where everything is.
Are you one of those crafters whose craft room is spilling out into the rest of the house?
Oh, absolutely, without a shadow of doubt. In fact, I think one of the things I need to do is look much more closely at that portable craft room.
Oh yeah, we'll talk more about that a little bit later on actually.
But
very
look,
handy.
You can use, look at this little grey, just there we go, just to colour round the horse, just to give a bit of shadow and a bit of shape. I'm not worrying too much if I go over the lines, because I'm going to cut these out. So you can see just there, and maybe under there. Now I'm not going to worry about colouring too much more of that one, because as you would expect, I have some which are already coloured and coloured out, and you can see it's nice. They are so super cute and so super easy to do. And then all you would do is you would pop them. That's the things, that's the very things. Scissors.
Ah, scissors.
Scissors, that's what I was looking for, just to trim that down. It's up to you whether you die cut and then stamp, or stamp and die cut. I find for the majority of them, I actually stamp and then die cut, but it is entirely up to you. And you can see that fits beautifully over there. You'd stamp it down, that goes in there. We'll grab the little mini back in, and then what we're going to do is put a card together, and I'll show you how to do the spinny bit. Do you know, I may well have a go at that carousel.
Oh, here we go. You see, the peer pressure's paid off here, everybody. Who wants to see the unicorn carousel? Come on.
Yeah, maybe not today.
Oh.
I think that needs some working out. Now look how gorgeous that is.
Yeah.
I mean, look how beautifully that has cut out as well. Isn't that fabulous? So, so, so easy. Do you know, I'm almost wondering, do you do a round card, or do you do a card shaped like a carousel?
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. This is getting
yes, well,
more
it's
and more
kind of
fancy by the minute here.
It is a bit, isn't it? I think I need to go a bit of steady, Fiona. You know, just take a breath, and let's see what we can do. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to create our spinnery bit. So what we're going to do is to create the bit which goes in the front.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you use for the attachment?
Right, you can use a number of different things. You could use invisible thread. You know that invisible mending thread that you get? It's sort of nylon-y stuff.
Never seen it.
Never seen it. Ha ha ha, boom, boom. Or you could use just a thin cotton. I'm going to just be using a thin cotton. So what you need is 2 unicorns like that. So 2 unicorns, and in this little packet I have got a little bit of white thread.
Aha.
There we go, white thread. So the easiest way I find to do this is to make one of the unicorns sticky. just in there. Then lay the thread across. There we go. Making sure you've got it more or less in the place you want it to be, because now is the time to make the adjustment.
Yes.
Not after you've stuck it in the card, but you know, just pop it in there, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to sandwich that thread with the other unicorn. That couldn't be any easier if it tried, could it? Because the other unicorn is just going to sit just here. There we go.
I'm keeping you updated. Lots of people talking about a unicorn carousel now.
Oh, are they?
I mean, it's normally I say something and you know people are like, oh yeah, but no, this time it's Fiona's fault. Wahoo!
Totally
do the challenge,
my fault.
says Kelly.
Totally my fault. Right, I am just for ease.
Yeah.
I'm going to use a bit of tape,
okay,
because I am actually going to put a front on this, so you're not going to see this.
Well, yeah, because you have to cover the workings,
This is kind
don't
of
you?
the workings. So what I'm doing is I'm just popping, making sure I've got that in the right place, which I haven't, so I'm going to move it.
Okay.
I'm just lining it, just because that's me in symmetry. I want to line up the unicorn in the middle, just there. So that is just me being a pedant, really. So that is going to sit there. And take that bit off, and look, then I've got my spinny unicorn. Yay! Which is great. So now all I have to do is to decorate my card. And you know, we've brought out so many amazing paper pads recently.
Oh yeah,
I was looking at some of the, oh my life,
especially
they're really
birthday.
Good. Weren't they fantastic?
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. So, I mean, that Everyday Brights goes with the everyday celebrations beautifully. It really does. So that is going to sit inside, because if you're going to have unicorns, you might as well have clouds. And then on the front, what we're going to do is I've just cut a false front in black, use the same sheet, so that's going to sit on there. And again, I'm using tape pen. You can use wet glue if you like, but
thin fishing line peg used for the spinner.
Fantastic. Well. That's really super strong as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially if people are going to use it a lot, which I can guarantee you they will. People will want to play with these.
This is one of those collections, again, as I said, I know you've got other demos lined up and other things to do. I could quite happily watch you do all of these characters and
they are super, aren't they?
They are great.
They just really are. There's something about them which it has a childlike innocence, and I think at the moment I'm really drawn to that kind of thing. I just think they are gorgeous. I love the fact though you could use that on a card on its own without putting the spinnery bit on it, and you could have a load of galloping unicorns going across a rainbow sky if you so desired. Yeah. There we go.
Or on a carousel, you know, you could have as well.
Or you could have a carousel, because a carousel would be lovely, wouldn't it, Ben?
Yeah.
So there's my unicorn. So then I've just got my Have a Magical Day, which is going to go top and bottom. I've got loads of little butterflies, and I've got loads of rainbows. So you can see that's where it's going.
Yeah.
Just like that. But just for speed, and I might get another demo in then, or at least one or two, we've got this. Now look, I mean, isn't that, do you want to see some other characters?
Yes,
I've got some more characters.
Can I just say as well, I'll get off the carousel in a second, but people are now saying, Kim's saying, we know if you're doing a carousel, you could obviously incorporate all of the different animals. Like, for example, there's usually an elephant on is there an elephant on a carousel?
There usually is,
an elephant. So you could have the elephant on the carousel, says Kim. So you could have the elephant, you could have the unicorn, you could have the butterfly, the dog. Could be. I mean, seriously, this is just going to be the best carousel.
I wonder, now, this is me thinking off the top of my head. Imagine making a star book. You know the star books, which open
that you
like
fold round,
where you have the apertures in the centre, and you could turn that into almost like a faux carousel with all the different animals in the different windows. That would work, couldn't it?
So that's a carousel you're going to make, a star book you're going to do, Fiona. I mean, you are going to be busy before this show this time tomorrow.
That could be really good. Right, should we have a look at some star books?
Come on, let's do it.
This is where I think, this is where you kind of fall in love with these characters. I mean, just take a look at this little fella.
Look at the
Isn't that just so adorable.
That's
I
so
could
cute.
see that on, and it's always the carousels for little kids as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Yes, it is. Yes.
But look, that's what I mean. If you do some of these shaped cards and stick them all together,
yeah.
that would work, wouldn't it? Here's the bee. I love this. I love this. Look at
Oh,
this.
cool. That's. Is that too? How's that been achieved?
That, look at that. Sorry. When I finish playing,
Yeah.
I'll tell you how it's made. But essentially, it's two
cards
cards
stuck
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the two bits in the middle of the card that you stick together. Absolutely gorgeous. But love this as well. Look at that.
Yes.
Isn't that
Be happy.
Yes. Be happy. Absolutely. Or maybe, look, again, they shouldn't allow me to play with these because I want to play with them too much.
But that's the point though, isn't it? How great these cards are. Not only going to be great, they're going to be the kind of thing you'll be fiddling with on the mantelpiece for days after.
Every time you go past it, you'd flick it, wouldn't you?
Look at the spinability on that one. Is that the little rabbit?
That's a little rabbit. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, this is so sweet. This is so sweet. Look. I love that one. Isn't it great?
It's great.
Do you know, whoever you send these to, it's like sending a smile, isn't it?
Look at the bird.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah.
Do you know, I mean, and some days it is about just sending a smile because, my word, there's not one of us who haven't been through the ringer this year, eh?
Absolutely.
So wouldn't that be the one to send?
It reminds me of it when you spin it.
I love them.
Do you remember at school when you used to do the little drawings on a page and you used to flick the page back and forwards and you used to get the motion? The bird there reminded me of that just a little bit.
Yeah.
The way that it changes the front to back. Look at
that.
So cool.
Looking perfect. And there's that lovely bowl, fish bowl. Isn't that great?
Peering into the fish bowl.
Absolutely marvellous. I love them.
It's such a brilliant collection. Loads of you. I mean, there's so many comments about these spinner cards. Great dice, says Diana. Love that card. So cute, says Linda. Adorable card, says Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube. What a great idea, the Starbook idea, says Janet. Those cards are super cute, says Kathy C on YouTube. Sue Hints on YouTube says those spinner cards are adorable. Just so many of you going on about these amazing spinner collections. Listen, if you love the whole collection, there it is, £50 or $60. Platinum members, that comes down to £40 or $48. If you want to go for the individuals, you can, and we've got the multi-buy as well. If you decide you want to go for a couple or maybe four, whatever it might be, 2 for $13 or 2 for $16. We've got some really lovely pictures to show you that you've been sending in as well. I love the fact that you send in your pictures, and Samantha is in the doghouse. No, she's not. Samantha has made this beautiful card with our little dog in the doghouse there, as you can see. How cool is that? It's really, really lovely. And the fact is, we've been showing you so many things on this show already. We've featured the cuttable layerable dies, featured the spinners. We've also been featuring the tri-blender as well. And there's this Shih Tzu again. Michelle has been doing some colouring. Love that again. Really, really beautiful blending using the tri-blend pens. Just going to show that it's achievable for everybody with these collections. Thank you, Michelle. And our very own Pam, well, not our very own Pam, but feels like she's our very own Pam. Pam, who I met a few weeks ago in the craft house, sending in some beautiful pictures there of the poppies. Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that stunning?
Remembrance Day today. So, Pam, that's really, really lovely. Thank you for sending those in. Now, lots of you who perhaps are joining us for the first time, or maybe you've only been watching quite recently and you keep hearing us harp on about platinum membership and Club Inspire and save 20%, save 15%, and you're wondering what it's all about. Well, here is a little video which will explain everything about the club.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
There you go, details about Club Inspire. I know loads of you are already members, and the great thing is, of course, if you are just signing up, just joining now, loads of savings to be had for everybody, even if you have just signed up with us or joined up with us, as it were. Right, back to the show. So many lovely comments coming in about the spinner cards and about all of the goodies that we've got on the show as well. One other thing that you might have missed if you didn't join us earlier on, first of all, where were you? And secondly, you will have missed this beautiful collection, which is the Layerable Cuttable Sentiment Die collection. Really cute for the fact that you've got all of the different elements here to be able to build up, well, like the family here, you've got the backing to build up all of the separate elements into this wonderful kind of focal point here. Obviously, you can use the individual die cuts on their own, but you can see how it works perfectly with this collection. Now, all of these you get for £60 or $75 plus a paper pad, but you can go for them individually as well if you like. Any three for £19 or $23. This is the It's Your Birthday. I love this. Really popular on its own. So there's the base, if you like, the layer that you cut out using this die here, and then you've got all of the other dies to cut out the elements to make it up, to build it up in the colours that you want. But the fact you've got a little crown and a little heart balloon running through there as well. Next up is your day to remember. Again, really different design here. It's all about the flowers. It's all about the gorgeous font that you've got on there as well. Again, with your base, build it up in the colours that you want to use. Next up, let's party! Love it. We've got the little hat that you can build up there, the little pom-pom on, balloons, and little sprays there as well. Build it all up into this wonderful, colourful centrepiece for your birthdays, for party invitations maybe, when all that starts up again. You make my heart happy, says this one here again. All of the individual heart dies, and then the individual dies for the different words which you build up onto your layer here to create that beautiful finished product. Next up, hip hip hooray! Again here, beautiful glasses you can cut out, the stars and the little almost like bubbles, I suppose, as well, to create this beautiful centerpiece there. Hip hip hooray! We've then also got your thanks a bunch, beautiful florals there again as well, with your little spray to build up a little bouquet. Love the way as well that all sort of intertwines with the actual sentiment itself once you've cut out the individual pieces to build up the main focal point there as well. Next up, oh hello, knocking it all over again. It's the second time today.
That's my job. That's what I normally do, is knock everything flying.
Is it? I'm all over it today, I tell you what. Right, nearly got through it as well. Next up is the Just For You, again, present-shaped base there with the ribbons and the streamers and the beautiful hearts to build up your beautiful finished project there. And next and finally, saw this one earlier on. If you missed this demo earlier, you can watch the show back later on. But this is Home Is Where the Heart Is. Again, love the fact that you've even got that little bit of the roof there with the chimney to add a real wonderful finish to that. And of course, if you go for the main collection, you will get this gorgeous paper pad as well with, well, literally all the colours you would want, really. Your 12 by 12 paper pad, 50 sheets in there of all these colours, 180 GSM. That is included within this collection. I think, again, that is a phenomenal buy. 73 elements, the 12 by 12 paper pad, £60, $48, sorry, £48 it comes down to as a Platinum member, or $75 or $60 if you are a Platinum member. Right, so whichever way you want to go, individually, multi-buy, or go for the lot, let's see the next demo from Fiona, because you're going to be working with these, aren't you?
I am going to be working with these. Now, I would say, folks, everyone needs a die or a stamp that says this in their collection. Everybody needs to... There's always something to say thank you for. We don't say it enough. No. It makes the world a happier place. It does. It's a fabulous one to have. It's such a pretty one. You can see just on that little tag, it makes a real statement. Now look, I'm using these 4 colours. Look how little I'm using. These are all from that pad which is coming with it. But look how well the colours work together. So I've taken the pale green, the white, that beautiful almost pinky lilac, and the purpley colour as well. They just work so well, don't they? So what we're going to do is we are going to use the dies. So again, remember, on the packet you will see how the die goes together. Always useful. And then in the packet you've got your thankser, bunch, stems, flowers, and your base die. Again, super easy to do. So we're just going to cut these out. The reason I'm cutting these out is more to show you that they will cut, and they'll cut beautifully, because actually I've already cut all mine out.
Do you know what I like about this as well, with having that base, is if you are quite new to this, it may well be that, you know, you're cutting different bits and pieces out of others, and you're not quite sure where to put them or how it all fits together. With this collection, you don't have that problem, do you? Because you've got the base. It's almost like putting the jigsaw together, so you know it's going to work perfectly, right?
Absolutely. And you know, I'm going to show you a little trick as well with the lettering. If you struggle with lettering and getting it in the right place, there's a way of using the waist which marks it up beautifully for you. So again, the base has gone through the mini beautifully. That is cut perfectly. You know, really irregular shape, but it's cut wonderfully well, and it just makes the irregular base, which is the right shape for the sentiment, is what makes the difference between this being a standard sentiment that you would just put on, say, an oblong or a rectangle, or something which becomes part of the design. Exactly right. Now, there we've got the thankser just up there, and then the bunch is going to sit just there. And again, I'm just bringing in my trusty low tack tape just to keep those in place. Now, I want to show you what I mean with using this stencil if you struggle with placing your letters once you get them down. So we'll just... So I'm not, it has cut absolutely beautifully. Of course it has. So look, so there's the bunch and there's the thankser. We'll just knock it out there, and you can see the cut bits just there. Okay, I'm just going to move that to one side because I want to show you what I mean. Okay. The advantage of that mini is you can get it out the road nice and quick, which is kind of handy. It really is. I'll put those back on there so I don't lose them. Now, if you struggle with getting your words in the right place, just do this. Get the words there. So you've got the bunch. And what you can actually do, now have I got a pen you'll be able to see? What you can do is just mark where they're going to go, again with the thankser. So if we're going to have that thankser going about here, you can just mark where the letters are going to be, or you could just use that as a stencil and do, look.
Oh, okay, sort of just...
You could
mark it in.
Actually just write that bit, because you're going to cover that up with the letters anyway. But if you decide you don't want to, you could just use that as a stencil.
Perfect. Yeah.
So you know, the choice is down to you. Now, having done all of that with that bit, I'm going to bring this one in, which I haven't drawn all over. So the easiest way with this one is to start by popping your flowers in. Now your flowers go just down here. So there's your stem, there's your flowers. So that's your flower stem. Then we've got the flowers themselves. So where is that packaging? So I can actually show you what I'm doing, because all I'm doing, there we go, you can see both of them, is literally just following that packaging, that serving suggestion. You don't have to, because you could use that thanks a bunch without any of this backing if you wanted to. And all we're going to do is to
well, I think again, like I say, it makes
down.
it nice and easy for you if you are quite new to it, you want an idea, you have, like you said, got your serving suggestion there, and the fact that you've got your little booklet within it as well to give you some hints and tips and ideas. It's there if you want to. Like you say, you don't necessarily have to use the backing portion, but I think it's a great addition, and it also helps it to pop it off the page as well, doesn't it?
It really does. I mean, look how quick that went down, and we're just going to then pop another little one in here and one down there, and I will put the bunch word across. Needless to say, I have got one which I have already finished off, but just so you can see, you don't have to mark this out, because you can see that the bee is going to sit in there. There we go. So there's the N, and you can actually follow the little mat along. So there we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's the way it intertwines.
Perfect. And then you've got your thanks to go on the top there. I've got some little gems just to go in the centre of my flowers. There we go.
Oh, lovely.
Just to pretty it up a bit.
Perfect fit.
Yeah, absolutely. So, do you know, these dies are a great, all those little bits that you've been saving of paper and card, so you've got your little bits of box, these are perfect for that kind of thing. So you can get all those little scraps and bits and pieces that has been too pretty to throw away, but you want to do it. You're absolutely going to have those right there. So there you've got your thanks a bunch.
Yeah.
Let me bring this one in, and all I've done is actually put the thanks there. But you can see the process. You don't need to see me popping those down there. And then what we're going to do is take ourselves a tag. You could use a die for this. You could cut out a rectangle and just cut the corners off, and then use your hole punch.
Yeah.
3 bits of toning ribbon, which we're just going to poke through. This is usually where I take my time. So here we go.
Whilst you're doing that, just a quick round of applause for Sam McDonald's son, who has apparently ordered Sam the Layerable cuttable die set for Christmas. So there you go.
Oh, fantastic.
What a lovely son.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
You're going to have so much fun with those. You really are.
Yeah.
So then we just pop those through. We'll open all of those out.
Very pretty.
There we are. They are just a pretty colour, aren't they? Yeah. You could tie this round the neck of a bottle of somebody's favourite tipple.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Or pop it on a box of chocolates or something.
Ooh,
or maybe some homemade cookies and leave it on the doorstep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
and,
we have a language issue. I've just been told in my ear. Explain tipple, Ben.
Well, but the thing is, one of our new producers, Erin, is from America, and it's funny, isn't it, that we just chat away here every day using, well, what we think are kind of words that we use everywhere, and apparently tipple isn't a word in the US. So, like, your tipple is your favourite sort of, beverage, shall we say? You know, what's your favourite tipple? It's obviously, you know,
it's like a wee dram.
Yeah, a wee dram. Do you know what that is? No. Okay. Basically, a bottle of your favourite tipple. So, you know, your favourite tipple might be a glass of wine, or you might like a glass of prosecco, or it may well be that you like a lager. What's your favourite tipple? So there you go. It's always a school day here. Erin, you are welcome. And to all our other American viewers as well, you're thinking, what are they talking about? What's a tipple? Now you know. So there you go.
So you'd have seen me finish that off. Isn't that pretty?
Absolutely.
Just gorgeous, isn't it? There we go. And you know, you're just going to have such good fun playing with all of these. You really are. I've got some more samples if you want to see.
Oh yeah, go on, have a quick little look. Why not? Whilst we're over with you, it'd be good to see them.
Okay, so we've got other ones which are coming in there. You're getting your family. I think this is perfect for scrapbooking.
Yeah.
I also think if you've got a photo montage of a special occasion, maybe Christmas, Thanksgiving. I was
just about to say,
perfect.
do that in Christmassy colours. This year's Christmas picture, beautiful.
Yeah. Or let's party
Yeah.
for when we can. Isn't that blingaliciously wonderful? What I love about this is this hat. When you look at the die, it's an overlay, so you don't have to put those dots on. Sensational attention to detail in that. There really is. What else have I got here? There we are. There's another birthday one. And we'll finish with another It's Your Birthday.
I love the crown on top of the IT. I think that's brilliant. The little crown that you've got, your little birthday crown. I always love the little crown on my birthday.
They are. They're fabulous, aren't they? Now
look
look
more
at
over
this.
there as well.
How perfect
yes.
is that one?
That's amazing.
For this time of year, or for a scrapbook, for a memory book, for maybe you're doing a family history and you want something to actually fit with the photos that you've got of grandfathers, great-grandfathers, whatever it might be, that would be a perfect one, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. And again, shows off all of these different elements in different ways that you can use them. Okay, so lots of different styles, lots of different ways that you can use them. Fantastic. Lots of love as well for the last demo. Love those pretty flowers, says Gilmore. Love the tag, says Michelle on YouTube. Very nice. And what a delightful tag, says Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube. Laura Simmons on Facebook says, I figured, this is talking about tipples, I figured it was similar to tipsy, lol, but not heard tipple before, so there we go. And Linda also saying, I was wondering what a tipple was. Well, now you know. Spread the word. What's your favourite tipple? Now listen, whether you're going for this collection here, I'm going to have to put this back together again now because I've just knocked it all over. Sorry. So, whether you are going for the cuttable layerable sentiment set or you're going for our amazing spinners, you're going to have a lot of new dies to house, aren't you? And if you are somebody perhaps who already has a lot of dies, you're probably thinking, well, where am I going to put them? Because if you're spending good money on new dies, you want to make sure that you've got them stored well. This is a great solution for you. The large die and stamp folder. The folder in itself, obviously in Crafters colours. Love the fact that this particular folder, by the way, has got loads of the magnetic panels in. It's quite heavy, but at the same time, this is a really, really sturdy folder. Lovely, comfortable handle. Lovely little tag on there as well, so you can, if you've got particular collections in there, you can label it up, or of course, if you're taking this with you, you can pop your name and address on there as well, should you lose it. And the brilliant thing is, if I open this up, you are going to get your folder and also 6 magnetic sheets in here as well. All right, so as you can see here, big sheets to pop in all of your dies, and we're just showing you the kind of dies that you can get in here. See if you've got loads of little ones. The stamps, by the way, you can go in here as well on the back, but you're going to get 6 of these magnetic sheets within your folder as well. This is a super way to be able to keep everything nice and safe and all in one place. You've got that ring binder design on here as well. So go for this. If you are looking for a way to keep everything nice and secure, then you've got the ability to do that. I love the fact as well that in the front cover there too, you've got little pockets. If you want to pop in little instructions or pop in your little pens or ball tools, whatever it might be, you can do. That is $26.98 with 6 of the magnetic panels, or $34.94, less your 20%. That works out to be a great deal. However, if you're saying to me, well, hang on a minute, Ben, that folder's not going to sort out my craft room because I've got just a few more things I need to contend with, then get your hands on the portable craft room. Now, this is only available in the US, only available in the floral as well, but boy, oh boy, this is brilliant. What I would say to you is, it is something which holds, well, literally pretty much a whole craft room. When we had this back on birthday, we had machines in there, as you can see here. Debbie packing this up with all of the pens, with all of those boxes within the actual craft room itself. You've got side pockets which kind of come out to the side and zip up, as you can see here. The actual, the flap itself contains loads of other pockets too, and you can kind of pin that back on the actual handle itself, which you can put to the size of you, as it were. So it's nice and comfortable to roll around. It's on wheels, of course, as well, and it holds a lot, believe you me. This is a great video just to kind of give you a bit of an idea as to how great this craft room is, but I would direct you to our website, crafterscompanion.com, where there is a full look around with Leanne, if it's still there. I'm sure it is. There's like a 9-minute video where Leanne will, she basically packs it all up, takes it all down and packs it all up again, and she shows you exactly how much you can put in, because that video, whilst it's quite good just to show you in about 30 seconds, doesn't really do it justice. You need to watch the 8-9 minute long video and you'll be like, hang on a minute, I need this in my life. $229, only available in the US, sadly. It was so popular when we launched it during birthday. Right, on to the Spectrum Noir Tri Blends. Yeah. We've got the brushes on the show, and I know Fiona is itching to show you these. So it's the 24-piece collection. Dry blends, of course, the idea is in the name there, the fact that you are getting the 3 different blends, the 3 different hues within each pen. So it is a 24-piece collection, but fact of the matter is you kind of get 72 colours within this as well. If you're looking for ultimate blendability, if you're looking for an easy way to get into colouring, to colour like a professional from the off, then these pens are amazing. And these ones different for the fact, Fiona, the fact that they have got a brush nib as opposed to like a bullet nib, right? Yeah, these have got the Japanese brush nib. So you'll be familiar with the light, medium and dark because you've seen that with the original ones which have the bullet nib. So you'll be used to seeing, of course that's every which way round but the way I wanted it. So you've got your light, your mid and your dark right here. So your lightest colour is there on this end, just there. Then you've got your dark on the other end, and in the middle you've got your mid. Now I think for traveling these are a great set because you've got the quality of that nib, but you've got everything you need for your 3-pen blend in one pen, which is great. So instead of carrying 72 pens around, I have my little Sarah Buddy bag here. Got that on the show. Look at this. I mean, I think this is sensational. Now look, it is the perfect size, not only for my brush pens, but even for now these are the original ones. You can tell they're the original ones with the bullet nib because they're black. But look, I could still fit more pens in there. The sides go down, that goes down. That goes in the back of the boot of my car and they're there, they're ready, easy to do. I mean, if you're going for any of the pen sets, I would seriously go for storage at the same time. And this will fit in the portable craft room as well, if you're going for that. But you can see loads and loads and loads and loads of easily accessible space. I love it, absolutely love it. Can I play now, Ben? I love the fact that you asked me for permission. I have got more things to show you over this side, but we will let you play first of all. So what you're going to be playing with? Okay, so I've just got one of my stamps. This is, again, it's a butterfly, absolutely beautiful. It's in that same range where you'll get the pause for thought as well. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous stamps. So all I'm going to do, again, is I'm using my alcohol-proof ink. And I'm using a stamping platform, one of our stamping mats. I could have gone for a slightly bigger one, but you know, we'll make this one work, that's fine. And we're just going to get in there. And again, alcohol proof, don't need to prime this stamp because it's one I use forever and a day. You can never have too many butterflies. And what card are you using there? Nina. Okay. Nina or marker card. Tell us about the Nina as well, because we've got that on the show. That's back. What's so good about the Nina? Okay, Nina card is a really smooth card which was designed to work beautifully. So I love that look, without changing there'd be no butterflies. It's been designed to work with your alcohol pens, and I will show you when I've coloured this one in the reason why. So again, I'm going to take my piece of card to work on. By the way, the card you work on doesn't need to be your best card. That could be a heap of copy paper as well. So I'm just going to grab some colours here. Right.
You know, we talked about 3-pen blend. So your light, your mid, your dark. And I'm just going to do one bit down here to do that. But then this wing, I'm going to do something different with. Okay. So if you're traditionally colouring, how you would do it is you would put your light colour down first. Just there. So there's my light colour. You put your dark colour down. So we just have the dark colour. You can get into really nice small spaces as well with this. So you put your dark colour down where you want your dark colour to go. And you would use your mid colour to blend the two together. So you get that seamless blend. Yeah. So there we are. So there's your mid. And then we go to the middle of the pen. For the mid, it's clever, huh? And we're going to blend. All I'm doing is just going up. Can you see that edge just disappears?
Yeah. So light, dark, mid then really is what you do, right?
Yeah, yeah. So if you're creating dimension, you put your light colour down just to have something, because that has got the most alcohol in it, and it's the alcohol which is soaking into the card, which is allowing those colours to move so beautifully, so you get that seamless blend. So then I go back to my light just to blend that colour out. Look, beautiful blend. Yeah, it's blending between in front of your eyes, but look at the reverse. This is where your magic is happening, because that ink is getting into the Nina cardstock and it is absolutely blending to perfection. So that is one way you can do it. However, when you've got a brush nib, because you've got the lighter strokes, what you can also do is, I keep clanking, apologies, I won't wear this bracelet tomorrow. It is a bit of a noisy one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to flick in my darkest colour and I'm going to blend that into, do you know what, I'm going to blend that into the blue.
Ooh, okay.
Look, because you can also, when you've got that brush nib, you can also get that translucency of colour coming through. So can you see, you can actually blend in different ways from different colours as well.
So this is all about playing though, isn't it? Again,
this is all about playing. I love this. You want to take that a little more fine. Here we go. So let's just pop some of that on. There we go.
Yeah.
So whichever way you want to do this, you absolutely can. Or let's go from, I'm just going to go from the yellow. Just going to pop the yellow down here. This is actually a beautiful, this is a gold yellow. It's an absolutely beautiful buttery colour. Really,
how do you actually choose
lovely.
The colours that you're using now to colour this butterfly? Did you just kind of
I went, what are my favourite colours?
You did what? What's my favourite colours?
What's my favourite colours? They'll do.
Made them work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look stunning, that does.
It really does, because you can blend out, look, I'm going to blend some green into that as well.
Yeah.
Can you see? Now, normally you wouldn't blend green into yellow, into the turquoise, but because you've got that brush nib and because you can flick that colour, you can. Now, I've got a lovely little gadget on my show tomorrow. Can't remember which one it's in, but it's in one of my shows tomorrow. And it is a turntable. So can you see, as I'm turning this round like this, I've got a rotating platform, which means I can turn it round, so I don't end up sort of going back on myself to try and do it. Then. Yeah, wow. Absolutely gorgeous. So then I'm just going to flick it.
That'll be me as well then. Yeah,
that'll be with you then as well. That's what we've got on the show, Ben.
Cartload tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That would be fast and furious. Have I done a cartload with you before?
I have only done one cartload. I absolutely loved it. And I have seen what's on cartload tomorrow, and I cannot wait. It is just going to be the best ever.
I do love a cartload, because I mean, if you are new to us, you're wondering what on earth is a cartload. Basically, we jam-pack the show with amazing deals, loads of products, and it's fast, it's furious. I did do a cartload with you, because I'm sure the cartload that we did was that's when I started calling you the demo queen, because you did about 12 demos or something in 2 hours, like really fast demos you were doing.
And I've got loads for tomorrow, loads of things I want to show you. Now, take Oh, look, now what's the best place for me to put this on? Over top or here? Let me go here. Here we go. Now look at that. I have gone from pink into turquoise, into green, into yellow.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? You can see how that one is absolutely just coming through. But I love the colour change that you can achieve because you've got that brush nib. They're a great thing to add in. Do you know, if you've not tried a brush nib, this is a great way to try them. This is a Japanese brush nib. This is the same quality, the same nib that we use on our top of the range pens. So our Illustrator pens and these have exactly the same Japanese brush nib. But I'll tell you what, value for money wise, these are incredible. They're absolutely incredible. You know, one pen, 3 colours. So you're getting 72 colours for that. That works out less than £1 a colour.
I was about to say that.
Sorry about that. I can do maths too.
But yeah, point is, what a great time to be able to get these. The 24-piece collection. $71.99, $107.95, and you don't even pay that if you are a platinum member, of course, because you get your 20% off. Loads of you coming in with lots of lovely comments. Lots of you actually saying how much you love the idea of the folder and the magnetic sheets, which we showed you earlier on, which is behind me. Have 6 of those, says Michelle. Clarice says I have 8 of those. And lots of you getting very excited about the rotating Totally Tiffany board, which we've got tomorrow. Zena J says looking forward to that. Love TT's rotating platform, says Mary Pat. And Beth says that wing on that butterfly is stunning. Absolutely. Talking to Totally Tiffany, by the way, the rotating platform coming tomorrow, but we do have Totally Tiffany storage on the show as well, as Fiona was showing you a few moments ago. This is the Sarah Buddy bag. Perfect companion if you want to go for some pens today and you've got nowhere to store them. See through, of course, you know exactly what is in here. Look at that. All those pens fitting in there absolutely perfectly. You've got the sort of the harder shell on the inside as well, so you can keep everything nice and secure in there. Talking of secure, you've got the hook and mesh system as well to keep everything nice and secure in there too. And of course, portable, the fact that you've got that little carry handle there too. But I like the fact that you can stack these as well in your craft room. If you get a couple of these or 3 of these, they'll stack on each other nicely as well. If you're getting more pens today and you've got nowhere to put them, these buddy bags are brilliant. $5.99 or $7.99. Also, and if we've just been watching Fiona using this in the last demo, the Nina cardstock 16 sheets you're going to get here as well. Perfect to use in conjunction with your new pens if you're going for those today. And as I said, we had a phase we were going through where this was coming in and selling out ever so quickly. So if you are one of those people who have maybe missed out on the Nina, today is the day to get it. It's $3.99 or $5.99. However, if you want to stock up, you can get 3 for £10 or $14. Now, we're going to come back to the cuttable layerable set in just a second, but I just must share with you some pictures because you've been sending in some lovely pictures of one of my favourite collections, the spinner dies. Just brilliant. Carol has gone for the little butterfly here with a little hello friend theme on it there, so you can see works beautifully. It'd be great if we could get a little video sent in as well so we could see these in motion. That is gorgeous, by the way, Sean Peacock. Love that elephant. In the little balloon with the little balloon spinning off the side as well. Gorgeous. And here we go. I think this is my fave actually. Diana's. Diana Howe, the dog, did it with the spinning cat looking into the goldfish bowl full of lunch, as the cat would have it. We used to have goldfish in our house, but the cat, honestly, the cat used to get rid of them all. It was awful, so we didn't bother in the end. Kept the cat, got rid of the goldfish. And Diana has made a beautiful card here as well with that lovely bee. Oh, love the, that's one of our wreaths as well, isn't it, that we do around the outside
so well,
here.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it works perfectly. So thank you so much. Be amazing, says Diana. Just to quickly show you through those as well, just to make sure you know exactly what you are getting. Obviously, the spinners are available individually. However, if you want to go for the full set, you can do that as well. You've got your butterfly here. Each comes with your stamp set with all the usual, all the great sentiments as well. And then the dies to be able to cut out the aperture and then all of the little characters as well. So there's your beautiful butterfly. Then we have got the amazing unicorn. If you missed the demo on that a little bit earlier on, then you can watch the show back later. And of course, stand by for Fiona's unicorn carousel, which is coming very soon. We'll not let
you won't let me forget that one, will you?
You've got the pendant aperture, and then the unicorn comes with a little rainbow. There's the elephant that we saw on the card just a few moments ago there from, I think it was Sean who made the elephant card. He comes with a little balloon, which is rather cute. Celebrations and surprises and all sorts there as far as the sentiments are concerned. In the doghouse, the cat did it just for you, and I woof you, which is so cute. You got the little house aperture there, and then the dog with the dog house and the bones in there too. Next up is the rabbit, who comes with that sort of explosion aperture, if you like, really like that, with the ribbons, and again all the dies for all of the stamps, and then the amazing aperture as well to get your character spinning. There's the cat. Saw the cat in action just a few moments ago as well. Love the fact that the aperture on this is the goldfish bolt. I think that's so clever.
Do you know I had a goldfish when I was a kid? It was called Rudolph.
Rudolph?
Yes.
Rudolph the goldfish?
Rudolph the red-nosed shabunkin.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it, does it? Rudolph the red-nosed shabunkin. Oh, that's very shiny. What? You're right over there.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I didn't expect you to burst into song.
Sorry. What is? I'm sorry. I know what a fish is, right?
Yeah.
Let's just pick up for
I'm here. I'm here. Nothing to say.
What is a shabunkin?
It's a goldfish with a very floaty tail. It had like one of those fancy goldfish with a very
like
floaty
a fantail.
tail. Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah.
But that's all I remember. He was called Rudolph because he was a shabunkin, apparently.
And he had a red nose.
Well, he was sort of reddish.
Oh. Rudolph the red-nosed shabunkin had a sort of reddish nose. Oh dear.
There you go.
I love that. Next you've got the bird. He comes with the little heart aperture.
Oh dear.
Oh well, things you learn, eh? And then finally, last but by no means least, there's your what's that? That's a bee, Ben. Well done. There's your bee with your little honeycomb aperture. All the stamps and dies. With that as well, because you've seen how handy it is to have that low-tack tape, we are going to give you 3 reels of the low-tack tape as well. So that comes with the bundle. £50, $60, works out at £40 or $48 if you are a Platinum member. I know Fiona's got some more demos to get back to, but I think we are going to be concentrating on the cuttable, layerable dies. Quick look at the boards here. Okay, so this again is a 73-piece collection. You've seen how this works. Really, really simple. You can use the dies individually should you want, but with each of the sets you get this this piece here, which you can then layer up the actual sentiment itself. So here, all these individual dies layer up to give you this beautiful family. You've then got with this, it's your birthday. Again, showing you how all of these layer up fantastically. Then you've got the A Day to Remember. Yes, we saw that on that beautiful card with the poppies on, which Fiona was showing you just a few moments ago. We've then also got Let's Party. Love this for the fact that you've got the little hat on there and then the balloons as well. And again, as I say, the fact that you've got the little background there makes it easy for you to piece this all together. You're not wondering what goes where and how does it all work on the eye. You just simply piece it into the layerable background to create finished samples like this. You make my heart happy. You're then also going to get within this collection, hip hip hooray, where you can put in your glass your favourite tipple. Yes. And if you have too many tipples, you get a bit tipsy. I never do that. You then also get Thanks a Bunch. Again, absolutely beautiful. Saw this just a few moments ago. Nice and easy to create these centerpieces for your cards. This is just for you. Again, it's a present. Build it up with the ribbon, the little tied ribbon there as well, just for you with the hearts. Boom. You get this wonderful finished project, and then you also have with this, home is where the heart is. Again, building up to this final finished project here. And of course, the great thing about the collection, oh, wrong details. That's all right, I got a bit confused then for a second. Yes, the great thing about this collection as well is you will get this paper pad too. I'll give you a quick flick through this so you can see all of the colours as well. 180 GSM, but basically everything that you need to get going. Some wonderful colours in here, pretty much all the colours of the rainbow. £60 or $75 for that collection. £48 or $60 if you are a platinum member. That is proving really popular. If you can't stretch to the full collection today, of course you can go for them individually, and the layerable cuttable dies are also on a multi-buy. 3 for £19 or $23. However you want to spin it, you've got a great deal on these as well. We literally have about 14 minutes remaining, so let us squeeze in another demo, and I think we're going to be concentrating on this particular bundle.
We are. We're going to be looking at the layerable cuttables, but I thought, do you know, before I get in and do that, I just want to show you something, because I know I've been using the mini and you've seen how versatile this is, but I thought what I'd do is just show you around this if you've never seen it before. It comes like this. You get 4 suckers on the bottom.
Yeah.
So all you do is you pop it on your work surface and you press it down. But you can see to release it, you just tilt it back and it's ready to go. Now you can use this left or right handed. The handle is already on it. All you do is you turn the machine round.
Clever.
Clever stuff,
Hey.
isn't it? So you've seen me cutting, and it comes with a cutting folder, which is this here. And all you do to cut is you just take your paper and card, pop it in the folder, pop it in with your die. Let's cut a bow out of that. Here we go. So we'll cut a bow out of that, close the folder, keeping your die inside it.
Yes.
With your low tack tape, which comes with it.
Exactly.
Take it and then just run it through. That's it. That's as easy as it is. You get a perfect precision cut every single time, which is fantastic. There you go. It's all cut and all beautiful.
Lovely.
Wonderful. However, you might have noticed you also get this bit of plastic, this beautiful bit of purple plastic in there. So I just had a ferret in my little bag. Now the little, yes, don't go too far without things that I can have a little ferret in. So here we go. This is just a standard embossing folder, but it's one of the smaller ones. So when you're using standard embossing folders, this is when you use this purple plate, because with a standard embossing folder, you use that to turn it into the right thickness. Now, have I picked up what? Oh, I've done it again. Right. This is not a standard embossing folder. This is a 3D embossing folder. Now, I can tell you how I know.
It wouldn't go through. Because
it wouldn't go through with the other one. So your 3D embossing folders, you just put through without your purple shim.
Got ya.
But when your standard embossing folders, and I honestly thought I grabbed a standard embossing folder this time, but look at that. Look at that. So you have, even though this is a mini, you have all that capability. So your little 3D embossing folders, you just use as a folder on its own. If you've got any of the standard embossing folders, that's when you use this little adapter plate. And then you've got your cutting folder, which comes with it. Do you know, if somebody's starting out in craft, or you craft in a restricted space, or you want to craft downstairs when everybody else is watching TV, this is a perfect little thing. Stick it on a lap tray. Perfect.
Love it. And lots of people actually waxing lyrical about their minis as well. Lots of mini lovers, shall we say, in the on the socials today. Love, love, love my mini, says Cheryl. And Diane saying, I will say it again, I love my mini. So there you are. You can get the mini on the show today. And details up on the screen now of your layerable, cuttable collection. Final 10 minutes. What can you show us?
Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you've seen me cut the bow, so I don't need to cut anything more. Now, what we're going to do is, I'm just going to show you. So what I've done is I have cut my mat. There's my mat. You can see I've cut that. I have also cut, here we go, my pot there, just there. I've also cut my present bits. I've got the just there and the for you there. So again, what we're going to do is to pop this all together. So the first thing which is going to go on It's a present.
Yeah.
I called it a pot, but you know I meant present, didn't you?
I knew you'd come back and correct yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like a pot.
It does. You could use it as a
pot.
pot, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, great minds think alike there.
With some
there
of the
we
flowers
go.
from the Thanks a Bunch.
Perfect.
Little pot flowers.
Perfect. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
And again, I'm using that really pretty little pad. So let's just pop one there and one just there. So that's my, on a wonk. There we go. There's my present. Now I've put it too far over. For a third time lucky, Fiona. Here we go. Yay. Got my present all wrapped up. Isn't that pretty?
Gorgeous.
So then we're going to pop the bow on. So again, I've got a little bow and I just want a little bit of tape just on there. But again, this bow you could use for so many different things. I love the fact, we're going to just tilt that a wee bit further so it's up there. There we go. So there's the little bow. And then I've cut out my letters, which again, your letters are, come here. So you can see you've got the just for you. You could, again, you could use this lettering for whatever you fancy. You don't just have to use it on here. You could use it for different cards of things. I've hidden my pokey tool. Here we go. Found it again. Right. So again, if you put the background bits on first, then you can pop the other bits on. So let's start here. I'm starting with the T because I know the little T sits in there because I've got a little space for the end of the T to go. So if I do it backwards, it just makes life, it makes life a lot easier. But just to spread it out, we're going to do it this way. I'll get my spacing correct as well. So there's that one. Then I put, it's a bit like, you know, when you're die cutting or stamping somebody's name, you always put the two ends and the middle in and then space the rest out. Yeah. So that you get the spacing where you want it.
Because otherwise, like you say, you'll go too far one way or the other way. And
I was that kid whose writing always sort of got very small towards the end of the page.
I was exactly the same. Did you have to, like, when I was at school, I remember, I don't know if anyone else's school did this, I can't remember the exact amount, but there was a certain teacher who was very specific that you had to write. It was something like, I don't know, 9 words to a line. You had to, you had to write that, otherwise you get in trouble. And it used to get to the point where I've got quite big writing, and I'd have got to like 3/4 of the way across and have like 5 words in, and be like, like the final 4 words would be illegible. You'd be like, what's he written there? Yeah. Did anyone else get that?
Really?
9 words to a line.
Wow. That's very strict, specific, isn't it? As well. Yeah. Gosh, that wouldn't have worked. No, that wouldn't have worked. Yeah,
still.
Did you have rough books when you were at school, Ben?
And I, you know what? I talk to my kids about that all the time because they'll do their homework and I mean, it's fine, and they'll scribble out stuff, and they say, well, we scribble out stuff to show that the teacher that we've made a mistake because it's okay to make mistakes, and then you do the right thing. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But I always say to them, when I was at school, so really old, you always used to do your rough. In your rough book, and then once you'd done it, you'd then put it up and you'd do it perfectly in your neat book, wouldn't you? Did you have that as well?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And you always ran out the amount of rough books you went through, but mine were always covered in doodles as well. Because when you got bored in class and you were pretending you were listening, you'd sort of just doodle in the corner. We used to have to have. Did you have to write with fountain pens as well? Yes. In your neat book. Yeah. Always in a fountain pen. So I used to sometimes use my rough book as like a blotter to like blot the pen out. Yeah. Wow. Gosh, fountain pens. Yeah. The ink that I have known and loved. And we had little ink wells on our on the desks. On the desks. Yeah. And they used to have a little ink monitor whose job it was to go around and fill them up. Oh, really? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that person was worth keeping in touch with because you could guarantee mine would usually be all over the place. Yeah. Now look at that. Isn't that sweet? Really lovely. So instead of popping that on a card, what about popping it on a gift box? So I have taken an 8x8 piece of card. I have scored it at 2 inches. So this would be kind of perfect for a pair of socks. Perfect for a hanky or something. Perfect for a cupcake. You know, that kind of thing, because it's a 2 inch deep box. So there we go. That is just going to sit on there. That is going to sit on there. I've then got the same with my lid, and of course I scored the lid on the lid side of my scoreboard, the base on the base side of my scoreboard, and my lid, just in case anybody's wondering, is 6 inches, and I've scored it as at 1 inch on all 4 sides.
Okay.
So it's not a box which is going to have a lid which goes all the way down to the bottom. It's just going to go
perch on the top.
Bit like a present, really.
Yeah.
Bit like a present. Here we go. That is going to sit there. That then pops on there beautifully because, and then that is going to sit on the top. So we actually, because I can't find where on earth I have put my foam pads. That was never going to happen, was it?
So it was a good start, wasn't it? Keeping everything neat and tidy. I did predict it.
It was a grand start. So there's the box. I'm going to bring this around. Would you like to go through these little boards I've got, which are just a nice, quick, easy way of showing you the kinds we're going to get? Now, I'm going to move that. There we go. So then we can all see them. So that is your home is where the heart is. That's how it cuts out. That's how you put it all together. You've also got here, you've got the family. I think that is perfect for your scrapbook pages and your photo montages. Absolutely lovely. You make my heart happy, which gorgeous. I think is one you could send to anyone at any time for any reason, just to send them a hug. And you've also got the It's Your Birthday with the little crown and the balloon that you could be using for all sorts of things. You've got the Let's Party, which I think is so clever. There is that clever, clever, clever design of a hat. Really good. So the dots just show up without you having to chase them around.
Yeah.
There's the Thanks a Bunch you've seen me use. You've also got the Just For You you've seen me use. There's the Hip Hip Hooray. And again, those champagne glasses you will definitely be using another time. Then you've got A Day to Remember. Now, I just want to show you something because I know I showed you that one which was really nostalgic. But look at this. If any of you got your pop-up box, your pop-up books, look at this. A Day to Remember on the front. Pictures of the family day out on the inside.
Love it.
What a nice idea, eh? So if you've got that little pop out from the Precious Memories collection, that's a lovely one to use that one with as well.
Some great demos there and some great ideas for your layerable, cuttable sentiment die collection. Just before we wrap, because we've only got a couple of minutes, don't forget about your large die and stamp folder. So if you've bought all these amazing new dies, you will need somewhere to put them. This is your large die and stamp folder. It comes with 2 packs of magnetic panels, which is 6 sheets. $26.98 or $34.94 if you want to go for that collection. Also, just to remind you of the complete collection of your Spectrum Noir brush pens, 3-in-1. Don't forget for each of those. So it says you get your 24 pens, but don't forget you've got your dark, your mid, and your light with each of the colours that you've got within this collection. And the way we worked out earlier on, if you think about it as 72 different colours, it works out at less than £1 per colour. $71.99, $107.95. Using your Platinum membership, of course, as well, with your extra 20% off, it works out at pence per colour, doesn't it, really? $57.59 or $86.36 on your Tri-Blend complete collection with the brush. And then, of course, if you're going for those or any of the pens that we've got on the show today, again, you'll need storage. We got all the solutions today. We got all the solutions. And this is your Sarah Buddy bag. Again, only $5.99 or $7.99. And of course, the ability to be able to store all of the pens. You've got that kind of harder inner shell to keep them all nice and protected. See-through with the handle, hook and mesh system to keep them nice and secure. Job is done. And talking about job is done, show is done as well. Wow, what a brilliant show. So many great demos. Lost track of the amount of demos that Fiona did. But we too will be back tomorrow. We've got Cartload at 4 and we've got a masterclass at 1, I believe.
We have, and we have got, and I'm so looking forward to this, we have got the personal organizer collection. Fabulous collection. If you've got yours, maybe you can craft along. However, if you've already made some, I want to be able to see them as well. Or if you're brand new to it, stay, watch, because this will be the last ever time you even think of buying a diary or a to-do list or a planner, we've got everything covered.
Yeah, there you go. So you will be with us tomorrow, I am sure. Thank you so much for watching us. Thank you to Fiona. And I tell you what, we will catch you here on Crafters TV for 2 more fabulous shows tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.